We're talking with Karl Rove. I have one more question on Obama, then I want to get to the GOP field. I know we have limited time with you. But we mentioned a few of the things that are dragging down the president's approval rating, and one is gas prices. And this is a president who wants higher gas prices because he thinks it's going to get people out of their cars and into electric cars. And yet, now that prices are high, he's claiming to be all disgusted by the high prices. So my question for you is President Obama going to be able to have it both ways on gas prices, or are voters going to see through this?
It's funny. He wants something until he gets it, and then when he gets it, he realizes how bad it is. But look, gas prices are twice as high today as when he came into office. Part of that is because of international issues. Part of it is because of the weakness of the U.S. dollar. And people have every right to be upset and to hold him responsible for it.
A president is blamed for high gas prices, isn't he?
Sure he is, because look, high gas prices are sometimes a reflection of economic instability. Sometimes they're always affected by supply, and we always trade on the world market with a very thin margin between what the world's needs are and what the world's production is. That's why one of the biggest, the president's right, I love it. He goes out there and says, we have oil production at an all-time modern high in the United States of America. Yes, we do, Mr. President, and the reason is because your predecessor, George W. Bush, opened up large quantities of territory on the continental United States, in Alaska, and in the outer continental shelf, and those are now coming online, which is why production has increased. Of course, President Obama, he doesn't understand. He makes himself look bigger when he's gracious. So he can never bring himself to say, I want to compliment President Bush's policies, which have resulted in this. He's got to make it sound like it's him. No, it's not him. He's the guy whose administration has withdrawn vast swatches of that territory from drilling. In fact, there are like nearly 200 parcels that were auctioned off as long ago as 2005 in Utah and Wyoming that President Obama withdrew. I mean, realize we'd already auctioned these things off. Oil companies were getting ready to drill. They were waiting for the permits to be released, and President Obama went back on the auction and reversed and said, you know what, you may have bought the right to drill there, but I'm not going to let you.
Yep.
And, he seems to think we're not paying attention.